welcome back to a brand new video. Today I thought I would share some everyday homemaking motivation with you guys, kind of like a get it all done but everyday edition. Everyday homemaking, everyday cleaning, laundry, dinner, all the things. And I'll also be going in my freezer today and coming up with a no spend meal plan. I'm using the term no spend a little lightly here. I'll explain more on that later. But if you have never done this before, I encourage you to definitely do it because I was surprised at how much I was able to come up with. I came up with a full week of meals out of stuff that I already had on hand. So we'll be getting into all of that later. But if you are needing a little encouragement today to get up and get moving, I hope that I can be your motivation. Also this morning, I thought I would unbox my new walking pad. I did end up ordering one and I think it's going to be really good. I'm able to get all of my walking done right here in my bedroom, and I also went ahead and put it next to the side of my bed where I can just slide it under the bed when I'm not using it. But I was just showing a little bit of the unboxing process. And I also had to get myself some walking shoes because I did not have any walking shoes. I think I had one pair a little while back and I decluttered them. And so I went ahead and got just a cheap pair of walking shoes off Amazon. And something else that I have been using is this posture corrector. I do a lot of editing on my laptop, and so when I'm working, I'm looking down, and I've over time developed a little bit of pain between my shoulder blades and my neck area, and I feel like it's just due to posture. So I got this corrector. Just wear it for about 20 minutes a day. You can throw it on while you're cleaning, cooking, which I do sometimes. But I thought it would also be something good for me to wear while I'm on the walking pad, since I'm aiming to walk on that for about 20 to 30 minutes a day anyways. That could be a time that I wear it. It felt really good to do a little bit of exercise this morning. I'm really liking the idea of this walking pad because I can turn on the TV, I can watch an episode of something, and it really doesn't feel like I'm working out. It feels like a little bit of me time. So I really like the idea of this. I also like that I can stick it under the bed when I'm not using it, so it's not just hanging out in the middle of the floor. Ahead and pass out vitamins for the day. I have extremely picky eaters, and so I like to make sure that we're all taking a multivitamin just to fill in any gaps. For my teenager, I give him the 1-a-day teen gummies, but when he finishes that bottle, I'm gonna switch him to the Mary Ruth gummies. Like I've got the 2 younger ones on them and myself, and I really like these. Like our food labels, I have been reading the labels on vitamins, and so many brands have additives and unnecessary junk in them. So Mary Ruth was a brand that I found that actually has pretty decent clean ingredients. So that's what I've got us all taken. And like I said, once Kai finishes his bottle, I'll switch him to the Mary Ruth men's.
I've been thinking about the good times. I've been sleeping through the long nights. I've been shining in the sunlight. I've been thinking how I'm alright. There's a reason for my feelings. There's a reason why I'm healing. Yeah, I feel higher than the ceiling. all because of you. You and I are so sweet, so sweet. Talking till we asleep, asleep. Every night I fall deep in love, yeah. 'Cause you really get me, make me fall to my knees, my knees. Every night I fall deep in love, yeah. Wait a minute, don't you leave before I get to kiss ya. Wait a minute, I don't wanna be with.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing a get it all done. So cooking, cleaning, all the mom life stuff that we have to do on a daily basis. I also need to make banana bread today because we have some bananas that are on their way out. I've got laundry to do, just things that I've got to get done today. So I thought I would take you guys along. I also got my new walking pad unboxed this morning and I did about 20 minutes on that. Honestly felt good to start my day with some exercise. I don't really care to go walking in the neighborhood that we live in. We don't have sidewalks or anything. We live on dirt roads, and for me to go walk comfortably, I would have to go like to the park or something, and that's just not something that I could do every day. That's not something that I would be able to stick to. So I went ahead and got myself a walking pad, and I'm really happy with that decision because I feel like that's something I can stick to. I want to start small with my exercise and not set a bunch of goals for myself and buy all of this equipment, because I know myself and I know that if I do that, I'm more than likely not going to stick to it. So this is just kind of easing my way into working out and on my way to being healthier. I don't really care too much to lose weight. I'm pretty happy with the weight that I'm at, but I do want to be healthier and stronger and just more fit. So I think starting out with the walking pad will be good. Also, something else I did this morning is I used my red light therapy panel. I've been doing this about 3 to 4 times a week, 10 to 15 minutes per session. If you've never looked into red light therapy, there are a lot of benefits to it. With me being 35 now, I want to take better care of my skin. I'm starting to notice those fine lines and wrinkles. It's just part of the natural aging process, but I do also, I want to take care of my skin and keep it young and healthy for as long as I can. So red light therapy has been something that I've been incorporating into my routine. Like I said, about 3 to 4 times a week, 10 to 15 minutes per session. This is the Haloral round red light therapy panel, and I just want to thank Haloral for sponsoring today's video. So whenever I want to use it, I just bring it to my vanity, get this little stand here to prop it on, but they also send you something where you can hang it if you wanted to do that as well. But I just prop mine, and it's so easy to use. It's got a simple on-off switch, and they also send you glasses because it is super duper bright. You want to make sure that you are wearing your protective eyewear. After looking into all of the benefits that red light therapy can offer, I was actually quite surprised, because red light therapy can be used for not only skin rejuvenation, but your sleep and energy. It can even be used for pain relief and recovery, improves your immune function, your mental health, and your mood. Since I've been doing red light therapy, something that I have noticed is it not only helped my sleep and my energy, but my skin feels so smooth. It feels so good because red light therapy actually stimulates collagen production, and it smooths out all of those fine lines and wrinkles. Love that it's one of those things I can just plug it up, turn it on, and there's not much effort involved. That's my favorite kind of self-care, something that I don't have to put in a lot of effort for. The Haloral red light therapy panel uses 660 nanometers of red light that targets surface level skin, helping with collagen production, fine lines, texture, and even inflammation, and 850 nanometers that penetrates deeper into the tissues, helping with muscle recovery, joint pain, inflammation, and also improve circulation. Some brands can go overboard with high intensity, but Haloral keeps it safe and effective with 30 to 100 milliwatts per square centimeter, which is right in the sweet spot, backed by clinical research. So if you've been curious about red light therapy and you want something that you can do at home, I will leave a link down below in the description box. If you have looked into red light therapy, you know that it can cost hundreds, and so I really like that Haloral offers clinical grade results that you can do right at home, and it's at an affordable price. I'll also have a discount code. I'll put it here on the screen so you guys can use that and save even more. Again, thank you to Haloral for sponsoring today's video. I kind of sort of skipped out on doing laundry for the last couple of days. We had just been really busy, and so I've got a big load of colors that I've washed this morning. I'm gonna get that out on the line, and then I've also got 2 loads of towels, and then I also had another load of towels that I had to wash later. So today was like a laundry catch-up day.
Stop giving back. Honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like that.
One thing that I love about the land that we live on is the amount of blackberries that we have. We're pretty much surrounded in blackberries, so the kids and I like to come out here in the summer and we'll pick them fresh and eat them. We know they're not sprayed with anything. They just grow wild, and so we like to come out here and pick them. And last year I had even picked some and put them in my freezer, and I made blackberry cobbler with some of them. If you guys have any good blackberry recipes, leave them down below. I would like to do some more with those this year. But I also wanted to give you guys a garden update and show you what was happening with that. My seedlings are still pretty small, but they are growing little by little. The one garden bed that we had ants in so bad, I don't remember planting anything in that, but we've got something sprouting up. So I'm just kind of watching it and seeing what happens with it.
Bathing in the turquoise blue.
So another change that I have made lately is with our sweet tea. I still make it the same exact way, but I did switch us to decaf because there's really no reason that we need caffeinated tea, and honestly I can't taste the difference, and the kids can't either. They haven't said anything, so I did switch us to decaf. We still make it sweet the way that we've always made it with the sugar. When I find an alternative for that we like, then I will probably do that, but in the meantime I'm still making our sweet tea the same. I know it's super unhealthy, so is Kool-Aid and soda and all the things. So, and I've also got to where I don't make tea as often. I've noticed that if I don't have it in the fridge, the kids are more likely to drink water, so making it less often. And recently I had a subscriber comment, and I really like this. She said that in their home they followed the 80-20 rule, where they're 80% eating clean and healthy, and 20% is, you know, the things that we really can't control. And I really like that because I've caught myself trying to be perfect with, you know, keeping healthier, cleaner things in my home, and I just know that it's impossible to do that. So I really like the idea of implementing that 80-20 rule. 80% clean and healthy, 20% can be the rest. You know, it's all about balance. Control what you can, and then don't worry about the rest. And always keep in mind that no matter what ages your kids are, fed is best at the end of the day. Groceries are expensive. Just the regular, everyday, normal groceries, they're expensive. And then when you try to buy the clean and healthy stuff, it's like double or triple what the normal groceries cost. So I know that I may not be able to always buy clean and healthy every single week, but just doing the best I can is enough. Our best is always enough. So you guys tell me something. If you use the Cascade dishwashing detergent, do you have a problem with smelling it on your dishes or tasting it. Lately, I've been smelling it on my pots and pans, and I know that cannot be good. So I'm almost to the bottom of my bottle here, and then once I finish it, I'm probably gonna switch 100% back to my Blue Land tablets that I was using. That was a really good clean brand for the dishwasher. They have other cleaning products as well, but I really enjoyed using that for my dishwasher. So yeah, if you use Cascade, let me know if you have a problem with smelling it or tasting it on your dishes. I have heard of people that have a problem with tasting it. Thankfully, we have not had that issue, or I haven't noticed it, but it does bother me that I can smell it on my cookware whenever I cook. All I can think about is all of those chemicals going into our food. Nothing like pulling out a fresh, clean, brand new Scrub Mommy. While I've got it on my mind, I wanted to thank everybody that sent a card to my P.O. box. I got them, I read them all, and truly appreciate it. I'm working on sending out some thank you cards to you guys, and there was one particular person that had sent a note back when Corey was first put on hospice. I had took the envelope, I was gonna save it and send her a thank you card, but I have misplaced that envelope. So if that was you, please send me an email. I would love to send you a thank you card. I just don't have your address to do that. So I'm going to be working on those. And again, thank you guys to everybody who took time out of their day to send us a card just to let us know that you were thinking about us. So I like to hand wash all of our stainless steel tumblers. They say those are not supposed to go in the dishwasher because it can ruin them and they don't keep your drink as hot or as cold. So I've just been trying to hand wash those. By the way, how cute is this drying mat? I found that at Hobby Lobby. It's got little roosters on it and I love the color of it as well. It's got that pretty light blue color in it. And then my dish drain is a pop-up. I found that at Aldi. It was one of the Aldi finds that I found one week, and I actually really like it because when I'm not using it, I can collapse it, store it under my sink, and it really doesn't take up any room. It's very rare that I use my dish drain, so I like that this one collapses. I have also seen them at TJ Maxx as well. These are some strawberries that I bought a couple of days ago and I just hadn't got around to getting those washed yet, but I'm just going to do a quick rinse. Normally when I wash my produce, I like to soak them for a little bit in some baking soda and water, but because these were already kind of getting a little soft, I was afraid to soak them. So I'm just going to give them a quick rinse, get them cut up and into some jars. Once I get them washed, my kids usually will devour them pretty quickly, but I do like to go ahead and put them in jars because they last so much longer. It's almost like they freeze in time. Let's go ahead and move into the living room and get that straightened up. I normally have to straighten up my living room multiple times a day, but if you missed Sunday's video, we did some rearranging in here and I love this layout so much better. It's so open and it just feels like we have more room in here. And we also put down a new rug, so definitely check that video out if you missed it. We also decorated for summer in that video, so my house is all decorated and ready for summer. I am so ready for the summertime this year. I'm ready to go and do all the things. You'll have to let me know if you guys have any plans. I definitely want to take a couple of beach trips and I want to get season passes to Wild Adventures. That's a theme park that's maybe about an hour from us. We like to go there, but if you go more than once, it's worth it to go ahead and get the season pass because it kind of just pays for itself. So I've been thinking about that and just, you know, going to the water park, all of the fun summer stuff. But let me know down below if you guys have any fun plans.
company purring on my lap. Not a single worry to be had. Sunny side up, the only thing that's filling my brain. For now it's sunny side up. The reason that I get out of bed is to lay down again. Oh, I'll be with you in a sec. I just need a day off. Nothing in my plans. I just need
This banana bread had my house smelling so good, y'all. I'm gonna take that out of the oven and let it cool for just a couple of minutes while I finish up on the laundry. I love the smell of fresh homemade banana bread straight out of the oven. It smells so good. When I made it, I meant to put chia seeds in there. I don't know if y'all saw the chia seeds sitting there next to all of my other ingredients, but I forgot to put the chia seeds. I was thinking I would put them in there just for a little extra nutrients because chia seeds have a lot of good benefits, and I completely forgot to put them in there. It was really delicious though. I will put the recipe that I followed down below in the description box. I think I make banana bread different every time because I just go on Pinterest whenever I want to make some. Just look for a basic banana bread recipe, and so that's what I followed. And I have in the past before made an easy 3-ingredient banana bread. It's got bananas, sweetened condensed milk, I think, and flour. I made that years ago. I haven't made it in a long time. That one was another good recipe, but I will put the one that I followed today down below in the description box. Really quick, I'm gonna check the laundry on the line. Not everything was dry yet, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab what's dry. And something I've started doing when I take my laundry off the line, I got this idea from one of you guys, is to go ahead and fold it as I put it in the basket. And honestly, that saves me a lot of laundry folding time later because I'm already touching the laundry to take it off the line. I might as well take that extra step to go ahead and fold it before I place it in the basket. And then when I bring it inside, it just has to be sorted. So that's what I've been doing, and that seems to work out really well. It's whenever I dry my clothes in the dryer. That's where I fall behind on my folding. But I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning out my fridge. And when I say clean out, I'm not doing like a super deep clean. Just like to make sure that I don't have any science projects growing, and just quickly wipe off the shelves, spot clean. You can see that I had a little bit of sauce there on the door, and the shelves get super crusty. So I just like to maybe every 2 weeks do this. These drinks, this is sparkling water, and they've been in my fridge for a little while. And to be honest, I don't like them, but I am trying to drink them. I had ran out of my flavor drops for water, so I just got some more where I can at least put some flavor drops in them and try to drink them because they don't have a lot of flavor. It's just carbonated water, and I do not like just plain carbonated water. It is very bitter to me. So I like to have some kind of flavor. But I'm going to go ahead and take inventory of my freezers and just see what I've got on hand to make some dinners, maybe even some lunches and breakfast. This is really good to do if you are having a tight week on your budget and you need to save some money. This is a really great way to do it. I call it a no-spend meal plan, but I call it no-spend lightly because obviously there's still some things that I'm gonna have to buy every week, like milk and produce and bread and things that we need on a regular basis, just staples that we need in our home. But when I do my inventory, I will separate it into 3 categories. So I'll have like a category for pastas and breads and tortillas, things like that. And then I'll do a category for our veggies, any kind of sides we might have. And then I will also do a category for meat. And I'll just sit down and see what meals I can come up with and kind of give myself a rough plan for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't always plan out our lunches and our breakfast because we normally just have the staples for those. But as I was going through my freezers, I found things that we could have for those meals. So I just wrote them down. But I was able to get 7 dinners out of things that I already have. So that was huge. That's going to save me a lot of money this week. And I also found another pack of ground turkey that I needed for dinner tonight. I thought I only had one pack, but I went through my deep freezer and I found another pack. So let that be your sign to go through your freezers. I'm terrible about not always looking, especially before I go grocery shopping. I have been known to buy something that I already had in my freezer, and then I get home and see it, and I'm like, I did not have to buy this week. But I am making ground turkey nachos or tacos. I'm kind of letting the kids choose what they want. But I'm just going to brown up some ground turkey, add some taco seasoning, and then they can choose if they want to do the taco or the nachos. While that's cooking, I'm just going around my kitchen, doing things. I'm definitely a multitasker when it comes to our dinner time. I like to clean as I go, restocking our paper towels, and then I had the idea to take our paper towels from the laundry room. I was keeping them on the top shelf in the laundry room, but I have all this space in this cabinet since I decluttered where I keep our trash bags and the rest of our like paper products. I've got tinfoil and things down here. I decided it would be best to keep the paper towels down here as well. This coming Sunday, we will be continuing on the declutter series. So far, I've shared one episode. It was my kitchen. Kitchen feels functional again and not a place that's given me anxiety. So we will be hopping back on all of the decluttering Sunday. But I'm just going to finish up dinner here, and that was pretty much it for this video. After dinner, we took a trip out to the cemetery just to pay a little visit. We like to do that every so often, and I just had been feeling like I wanted to go, and so we loaded up and went and did that. And that was pretty much it for our day today. But I really hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. Remember to leave a butterfly in the comments before you go, and I'll see you in the next one.
I've been sleeping through the long nights. I've been shining in the sunlight. I've been thinking how I'm alright. There's a reason for my feelings. There's a reason why I'm healing. Yeah, I feel higher than the ceiling. All because of you. You and I were so sweet, so sweet. Talking till we asleep, asleep. Every night I fall deep, but love, yeah. 'Cause you really get me, make me fall to my knees. Every night I fall deep,